Welcome to Queen of Waters on YouTube. I'm Kristen. I am your Queen of Waters, and I am here right now in this particular moment to bring you a spicy Friday night reading on Saturday afternoon in broad daylight. That's what I'm doing. I'm in the house and it's sunny. The sun literally just came out, and now it's gorgeous outside. But we're inside. That's right. I am going to use a Celtic cross spread. These cards are a lot more graphic than the last deck that I used, so I don't know how embarrassed I'm going to get. Probably very embarrassed. I'll try not to be too silly, but I can't promise you anything. Are you ready? Let's go. The first card out is the most important card for the whole reading. Right now, this is it. And it's a sword. It's the Ten of Swords. I can show you this card. And I have cuts all over my hands, so just ignore it. There we go. See her? Oh yeah, she's sitting on somebody's lap. And she's got the Ten of Swords here. Now, what would cause the Ten of Swords if you're going for a ride on somebody? I know the name of that. It's called, oh wait, it's not called reverse cowgirl. It's just regular cowgirl. Reverse cowgirl is when she's facing the other way. That's what she's thinking about. I got it. Here's the overall energy for your reading, my baby. You're nervous, maybe a little bit fearful. Please, if you're having fear about your own sexuality, try to turn it into something else. Fear is a nasty emotion. If it's turned inside, it can turn into anger. When you have anger inside of you and you don't let it out, it can turn into depression. Or is depression fear turned inwards? It's very close. Please be careful. You don't want to bring that. That's what these Ten of Swords are here for. It's to ask you to get out of your head, okay? Don't obsess. Don't overthink. That's not healthy. This is what covers you. Ten of Swords energy. Then we have, whoa, the Ace of Swords is nasty. We don't have it. It's next. But whoa, what covers you? The card that is covering you. Oh, this is what challenges you. This is beautiful energy. It's the Two of Cups. These two cards together, I want you to see this. I'm not going to hold the deck. I'm just going to try to strategically. You can see this. It's dirty, but it's only implied because there are actually no parts. I kind of got to cover up this guy's face because of what's showing. Can you see that? Two of Cups energy, two cups coming together, two emotions that want the same thing. Now let me say this, for someone like me, I do not separate love and sex. It's the same thing. I cannot and do not have one without the other. This energy with the Two of Cups and the Ten of Swords is telling me someone watching this reading cannot get out of their head. Can't get out of their head. It's influencing your Two of Cups. It's influencing you coming together with somebody else. Get out of your head. It's going to hurt you. Stop doing that, okay? Come here. Come to YouTube and watch your reading. That'll help you get out of your head. All right. Now, number 3, that's beneath you. That's what drives you. That's the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. Clarity. Oh, I can show you this one. Let me get the cards, and then I'll try to show them to you with my fingers in the way. The Ace of Swords is what's beneath you, what drives you. The 4. Then we have, is that a 4? That's not a 4. Oh, it's the Knight of Cups is in the just left position. What is behind you position. I love that. What crowns you, what is before you. Oh, it's the King of Cups. Are you kidding me? We have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, I'm going to say this. This sexual situation right here on this table involves love. If you don't have any love in you to give to anyone, if you don't feel like you want to have a connection with love in it, if you just want the physical aspect of it, then only focus on that and don't try to trick somebody, right? That can be tennis. That can be Ten of Swords energy. It almost feels like you might be trying to engage or did engage in something that really wasn't for your highest good. Yeah, that's what I'm getting there. That's what I'm getting. The next card out will be what is before you. Ace of Cups. This situation involves heavy emotion and somebody has their eye and it feels like they're hard on you. Then we have, Seven of Pentacles energy that's working. I love that. This is in your fear position. What are you fearing? What are you fearing? Oh, Six of Cups. I love Six of Cups energy. These are the external influences for you. Six of Cups. I love that. Then we have the Ten of Wands. The wands are massive tools. I will show you that card. I will. And then the final outcome position, we have the Knight of Swords. That's a very fast-moving energy. So what I'm going to say is, when this reading starts to make sense to you, when the messages start to make sense to you, it will become very clear. We also have an Ace of Swords down here. Okay, to start the reading, we have the Ten of Swords, which I've already gotten into. I've already described that for you. Also, I have to say this, I forgot the most important part about tens are completion of a cycle, conclusion of a cycle. It's done, but it's not quite done yet. It's getting there. That's for you. Maybe you are done obsessively thinking about your sex life. Are you? Or do you think about it all the time? If you can find some balance, I wish we had a Six of Pentacles or a Two of Pentacles energy. We don't. We have the Seven, but that's okay. Get some balance for yourself. And you can find balance within that Two of Cups energy. So for you watching this reading right now, not everyone, but for the majority of people, and only about 20 people are watching my reading. So I'm going to say for most of you, this is going to take some love from you, some emotion. You're going to have to put some emotion in there to finish that cycle of these swords that are making you overthink things, right? Overthink things. Overthinking. This being is overthinking because you don't think about anything but what you're doing when you're doing that. See what I'm saying? So if you're doing that or working on your own physical needs and you're in your head, like, oh, I better make sure they don't fall in love with me, like that kind of thing. Stop it. Be real. Be real. Show that you have something to offer other than your bits and pieces. Thank you very much. Did what I just say make any sense to you? This is so filthy. Where the sword is, this is the Ace of Swords. This is what's driving you. Did you need a little clarity about yourself, about what to do to move forward? What I mean by moving forward for this reading is how to process your sexuality here, just within you or outside of you, right? Because you can't really do it with someone inside yourself. All right. Do you see this Ace of Swords? See that right there? I can't show you that because that is so graphic. The sword's not going in there. It's going right in front of it, like boom. Like, okay, here's the opening to happiness. Let's get clarity before we go in there. Before you enter someone else's body or let someone else enter your body for this reading, for right now, please be very clear first about what, if you have expectations, or that's not the right word, boundaries, make sure that your boundaries are firm before you get started. Thank you very much. That's what I was trying to say. Then we have, oh, this is so sweet. I love this card, and I can show you this. We have the Knight of Cups. I just have to put my finger right there because her boobie is showing. Look at this knight. This knight actually has a flag. There's no fish, but there's a snake down here twirled around this cup. And this knight has a naked being on the back of its horse, which I like. Lady Godiva. Look at that. The Knight of Cups, this is what is behind you. So this is another message coming out here. I'm telling you to use your heart. I feel this. This Knight of Cups energy, is this you? This feels like a very masculine energy. The masculine energy is the provider energy, the energy that provides the stability, the stronger, more the good way to say this is feminine is light, masculine is dark. I'm talking about energy, and I'm using the word light and dark to hit home a point. It's not light energy or dark energy. It's just that they are different. Masculine and feminine are not the same. They are very different energies. The feminine energy is the Empress. That's creation. The feminine aspect creates. The masculine aspect provides. All right. So I'm feeling I'm feeling a hurt masculine. It's a lot of word salad for me to say that. That's what I'm feeling, and it involves you. If you're masculine watching this, you're the one that got hurt. If you're feminine, I almost said female, feminine energy watching this, you didn't get hurt, but you knew it was there. I'm trying to cover up her boobie, and I wasn't. The female energy that I'm feeling, the feminine, I just got nervous because part of my own story tried to come out with this card, and I don't want to reveal that about myself. Oh, look, there's her butt. The feminine aspect for this reading, the feminine energy, this just happened. You got hurt too, as well, but a little differently than the masculine energy, because the masculine energy is what caused the actual hurt right here in this connection for this reading. All right, it's done. It's in the past. You don't need to worry about it. However, I will say this, to avoid this from happening in the future, you've got to get out. You've got to stop overthinking. That is very important. And because this is the Ten of Swords, I'm going to say that you're going to stop overthinking about the situation that just happened. But in order to not bring that into your future, you have got to get out of your head a little bit, okay? Thank you for listening to me. All right, what's before you is the King of Cups. Can I show you this? I can. It's dirty. It's not dirty. It's graphic. The King of Cups energy. This is what's ahead of you. This is what crowns you. This is nice energy. Am I allowed to show butt? That's a butt. See that? That's the King of Cups. The King of Cups is here to say, hey, I want you, I need you, oh yeah, and I love you, or I will, by the time we get this going. And when the King of Cups loves you, you know it. This energy, I said the masculine energy is the provider energy. The King is the masculine aspect. That energy provides a safe space for the Queen of Cups to pour her emotion into. That's right. That's what the King does. He is giving her a safe space to be free, happy, joyous, and free. So you for watching this reading, try to do a little bit, if you can, or if you even want to, do a little bit of research on masculine and feminine energy so that you can see that it isn't about gender. It's actually about an influencing energy. Then we have right here, ooh, for what is before you, I'm getting funny because there's a member showing. An Ace of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups right after the King of Cups. There is love in this sexy-ass reading, and I know I'm not being very sexy, but maybe I look a little sexy, so that's the sexy part. Excuse me, spicy part. Maybe I look a little spicy. Do I look spicy to you? You can see my, where is it? You can see my tattoo. I just made a horrific face. I'm trying to figure out if I can. Yeah, I can. All right, hold on. Okay, here is the... This is actually really funny. Here's the Ace of Cups. Woo! Come on, baby, hang on. We're going for a ride in this big cup of love. Oops. Did I cover it up? I did. I have everything you need in my cup, and I want to give it to you. That's right. Do you want to give your cup to somebody? Or your wand? Your big, bad, unruly wand? That doesn't mean that it's huge physically. It means it has the energy of a big, bad, unruly wand. God. Then we have down here in your fears, I'm so sorry that you have the Seven of Pentacles in the fear energy, because this is work. This is beautiful. It's also kind of not moving because you're waiting for the fruits of your labor to spring forth. Pentacles are earth energy, and they symbolize your foundation, your stability. You, where you sit, where you are. It's beautiful energy. I love that. The 7 is when you've planted the seeds and you're waiting for growth. You're waiting for the fruits of your labor to spring forth. That's where your fears are right now, that it's not going to happen. That because of whatever this 10 of swords energy was, it feels like you had a... I'm trying not to bring my own story into this because that's what's happening right before my eyes, and I don't want to make this about me. Get rid of that energy. Thank you very much. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles, working and waiting. This does feel like somebody waited and waited and waited for a situation with a particular person to happen, and it happened and it didn't go well. It didn't go the way that either one of you expected it to, and that can happen. And it's because I feel this very strongly, and I'm sorry if this isn't you, but it is you. I feel it. If you're watching this, you need to open up your love. You need to open your heart a little bit. Get out of your head. Open up your emotions just a little. Let some out. Because when you hold your emotions too tightly, when you hold that to yourself, that actually makes people go, why does that feel so weird? And it's like this. It pushes people away from you. So if you want to have what you want to have, try a little everything in there. And what did I mean by that? Probably not what you thought, because I wasn't being dirty. I meant use your mind, use your heart, use your thoughts, use your intellect. If you have to use your body, right? Maybe you're dealing with somebody who has a hard time expressing emotion, expressing anything, being verbal, and they do it in the bedroom instead of out here talking. That's real too. That's reality. I just got that. So that's real for somebody. This is a 7. I can show you this. 7 of Cups energy. 7s are persistent energy of, you can be persistent in being defensive or going after somebody. This really feels like somebody came after you aggressively, or you did. Went too aggressive and it turned into a 9 of Swords moment. Then it went to the 10 of Swords for the overall energy for this. It doesn't feel healthy is what I'm getting at, and I'm trying to give you a sexy reading. And I'm sorry, but if you've already been with somebody and it didn't go well, or you don't know what happened and there's no communication or contact right now, please do this. Get out of your head. Get out of the thought process. Think about the person, not the act, and apply some love. Thank you very much. That is important for you to move forward in your life. It is. All right. Next up, we have the 10 of Wands. The wands are physical movement outside, out here, right here where I am. The 10 means you're just done. The 10 of Wands, and this is actually in the hopes position, your hopes and fears position of the Celtic cross spread. And what you're hoping for is that this struggle with your sex life is over and you can have the connection that you want. Oh, I was covering up the boobies, but maybe it's not so focused. These are all wands, and they all have... I'm just going to show you real quick. Woo! They all have, they're all correct. This is 10 of Wands, putting down the burdens of the past. Or maybe you have had 10 wands inside of you, and it's time to put down those 10 wands all at once. I don't think you can have 10 wands inside of you all at once. Maybe you are thinking about having a monogamous relationship, and you are ready to put down the burdens of the past. Is that what you're doing? Is it? Well, I want you to get ready, because the final energy for my little spread is actually the Knight of Swords. And this, I can show you this. It's not dirty at all, but look at her. I love this. She's like, what are you doing? Stop. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy. So what I said about the instance where maybe someone didn't give enough emotion and they gave too much thought, that's not what it is. They weren't thinking too much. They were thinking about moving around and impress. Oh my God, I just got it. Watch out, because this will happen if it hasn't happened already. You're going to be with somebody who is actually a Knight of Cups. That's a little bit of an immature energy. It can be very romantic and loving. The Knight of Cups, that's water sign energy. That's Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Those are water signs. And it feels to me like this person was not using any emotion when you came together. Now this can happen, or it's you. Absolutely, that's what this meeting, that's what this meeting is about. You need a little emotion for this. The next time you come together with somebody, please try practicing a little bit of emotion. Give them a little bit of who you really are, just a little. If you're not interested in being in a relationship with someone, if you give them a little emotion, it will make your love life better, and it will make you better in the bedroom. That's right, it will. Don't you want to be better at everything I do? I love cooking. I want to be better at that. There's my bed right behind me, so if I'm talking about sex in front of you, in front of my bed, I might be a little more comfortable with that, right? I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to get you a few more cards from this deck just to get a little bit more energy, and because actually it's kind of fun. The Ace of Wands is unreal in here. I wish that would have came out, and I'm going to tell you, I think I see the Death card on the bottom. I do. And I'm going to show you this. I'm going to put my finger there because you can see that. You can see her meat wallet. Yeah, I know what that is. I don't know what this is in your boobies. I know it has a name. I don't know what that's called, but I know meat wallet. And yeah, a dude taught me that. Of course, I didn't figure it out on my own. Are you ready? Let me cover up her meat wallet and her nip slips. And here we go. Do you know what the Death card symbolizes? Death of current situation or an old situation. Birth of a new situation. See that? Oh, there's my lover. He's on the ground. There's his skull. Oh no, it's time for a new one. But first, let me pay homage and love him before I move on to something new. If you don't want something new, I am going to ask you to look at this situation, this person, this event that happened with fresh eyes. Apply a little emotion. Try to balance thought and emotion. Use boundaries. That's how you balance your emotions, by practicing boundaries. That's right. And we have one more card. Ooh, it's the King of Wands. Oh boy. Okay. There are some big wands here. Look on the top of this one. You can't see that, but you can see the round things at the bottom. That means you can imagine what this looks like. The King of Wands is beautiful energy. This is beautiful energy. Is that you? The King of Wands is charismatic and loyal, and you're so attracted to that energy. That's beautiful. I love that. I love that for you. That's you. Someone's attracted to you like crazy. Wow, look at that. And then we have, oh, look at that. Can I show you that? Gulp. I can't show you this one. It has a 69 on it, and I am not talking about numbers. And it is the Wheel of Fortune. It's the Karma card. It's the Karma card. The Wheel of Fortune. The cycle of too much in your head. Something happened. You got together, or it will happen. And it's not good. It's not good. If you don't apply a little bit of balance, boundaries, and emotion into your next sexual situation, it's going to get you up in your head. And it's going to come back around, because the Wheel of Fortune for me is karma. So the last thing that happened, where maybe you might have taken a little bit too much, or did someone take a little bit from you? A little too much from you without giving anything back. Sometimes that can happen too and cause us to have sortie moments. All right. We are not going to let that happen again, okay? Please practice balance in everything. Practice your boundaries. If you don't have any boundaries, let me give you a little tool to help yourself establish at least one boundary. Think about yourself, your physical body, your sex life. Are you allowed to say sex on YouTube? I just said it a lot. Think about that part of your life, okay? I just lost it. That means I wasn't supposed to say what I was going to say. Thank you so much for being here. I know I'm silly. I'm getting better. Thank you. Have a really good rest of your day. Namaste.